This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's your Friday, and if you're in town for the Breeders' Cup, welcome to the Bluegrass. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It is Friday, October 30th.
And now at 6 a.m., a lot of news. After nearly a week of searching, state police say a convicted rapist who shot an officer has been shot and killed himself this morning.
A Lexington pizza delivery driver avoided being hurt during a late-night shooting.
And the countdown is over. We are live out in Keeneland for the opening day of the Breeders' Cup.
We're looking at a good start to the Breeders' Cup. It's cold outside, but at least it's dry, clear skies out and about. We're going to be holding on to that as we go throughout the next couple of days. Then late into your Saturday, we'll see some rain. But for today, sunny, windy, it's looking pretty good. But once again, that rain comes in for the weekend. I'll show you the timing on that coming up.
All right, we have a lot going on here at WKYT News. A southern Kentucky community can rest a little easier this morning. State police say the search for a dangerous fugitive is over.
Convicted rapist Floyd Cook was shot and killed overnight in Cumberland County. State police say he died during an early morning shootout. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is at our live desk with the latest on this.
Yes, the search for Floyd Ray Cook is over. After 6 days of searching for the man who allegedly shot at police, Kentucky State Police say Cook is dead. According to police, search efforts picked back up in Cumberland County yesterday after a neighbor called police saying she had seen Cook in the area. Infrared imaging from a helicopter search helped police find the 62-year-old fugitive. The images led them to an area on Kentucky 61, just a few miles south of Burkesville, Kentucky. Around 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 officers discovered Cook lying near an embankment. According to state police, the officers began shooting after Cook opened fire first. Cook was wounded and pronounced dead at the scene. No officers were hurt during the exchange. Several agencies were involved in the search, including the U.S. Marshals and Kentucky State Police. A nearly week-long search that all began after Cook allegedly shot an officer in Tennessee and hours later shot at an officer in Kentucky. He led officers on several chases over the course of the week.
You know, that this, in spite of the length of time that it's taken, the long hours, it just shows the dedication that they had to, number one, protecting the community and also one another in terms of this being an armed and dangerous person. And so, you know, ultimately we hate that this ended, regardless of who he was and what his history was. We hate that it ended this way. That's not what we want.
Once again, Kentucky State Police confirmed that Floyd Ray Cook is dead. The nearly week-long search for the dangerous fugitive is over. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you. Also new on WKYT this morning, Lexington police are looking for a man who shot at a pizza delivery driver. Police say the victim was delivering a pizza on Ohio Street in the East End when a man wearing a hoodie pulled a gun on him. The gunman demanded money and then shot at the man, hitting his car. Police think the shooter may have left in a silver car.
A Madison County man's been convicted of killing an 87-year-old woman. The Ohio jury found Daniel French guilty of aggravated murder. The sentencing phase starts next week. French could face the death penalty. Police say in 2012, French posed as a maintenance worker to get inside Barbara Howe's apartment near Cincinnati. They say he then killed her and put her body in the car of a trunk. French already pleaded guilty to burglary and other robbery charges. There is still no sign of a southern Kentucky mother who disappeared a month ago. Whitney Copley's family says that on September 30th, she said she was going out and no one has seen or heard from her since. There's now a $6,000 reward in the case of the missing mother of 2.
Hundreds of people in Mount Sterling will soon be without jobs. Pent Air says its facility will be shutting down at the end of next year. The company says the closure will happen in phases. Pent Air makes industrial enclosures. It blames budget cuts and a decline in customer demand for its decision. Around 350 people work at that plant. A Scott County man who spent days inside his wrecked car before finally being found is said to be improving this morning. UK Hospital telling us that 77-year-old Wilbur Harrod has now been upgraded to serious condition. Police say they found him Tuesday near Cynthiana. They say his car crashed down a steep embankment days earlier. He was trapped there. Harrod was reported missing over the weekend. All right, the deal is put on your purple today and help thousands of visitors visitors who are going to be coming to Lexington, help make them welcome. The Breeders' Cup, of course, starting out at Keeneland this morning.
Of course, a lot of excitement in the Bluegrass this morning, and WKYT's Mark Barber is live for us at Keeneland, where all the action's taking place. Horse racing fans will soon be getting there.
Good morning, Rebecca. There is a lot of excitement out here. I mean, when you think about it, we've been talking about this for more than a year. We've been looking forward to it so long, but now today the wait is finally over. And while it is still early, things are already starting to heat up here on the track. There are a number of horses starting their warm-ups now. I'm hearing that American Pharoah has not begun his warm-ups for the day yet. Now, the gates here are opening at 10 a.m. First race is at 12:30, and the first Breeders' Cup race, that will be at 3:30 this afternoon. Now, if you are one of the lucky tens of thousands of fans, and I say lucky because, yes, it is sold out here, and you are pouring into Keeneland today, you will want to have your parking plans planned out. That is because parking is limited to those who only have those parking passes. Otherwise, you will need to catch a shuttle from the Horse Park or Rupp Arena. Now, if you are driving yourself, traffic is expected to be very heavy today and even heavier tomorrow, so you will want to leave plenty of time to get here and find your parking spot. Now, again, the racing day is sold out, but if you do not have tickets for today's event, that's okay. You can still catch the race over at the Red Mile. They say that they're opening their doors at 10 a.m. You will be able to watch the race and wager from there as well. Now, keep in mind, there's so much to talk about here. We've got American Pharoah here. He is going to be putting his feet on the track for the first and the last time this weekend. We also have a lot of more money pouring into Lexington here. Big money event. So we'll be talking about the economic impact that Breeders' Cup is bringing to the Bluegrass, as well as the Triple Crowns winners, his final race here for the Breeder Cup. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, it really is amazing, you know, all of the excitement, certainly.
And of course, we'll have expanded Breeders' Cup coverage throughout the day.
Right, join Dave Baker, Dick Gabriel, Deanne Stevens, and Jennifer Palumbo for Championship Friday at the Breeders' Cup. You can see it from noon until 3. That will be over on the CW Lexington, and we'll be live from Keeneland with races and special guests during that, of course, and of course throughout our newscasts on WKYT today. Well, if horse racing isn't your thing, how about some football? That's coming as well this weekend. The Kentucky Wildcats coming off 2 losses in a row, and they have a tough test against Tennessee tomorrow night at Commonwealth Stadium. UK has lost 30 of the last 31 games against the Volunteers. The Cats are still looking for that elusive 6th win to become bowl eligible. The UK-Tennessee game will follow the Breeders' Cup Classic on Saturday. Kickoff will be at 7:30, and the game will be on the SEC network. So, well, now let's start adding up here. We have football. We've talked about the Breeders' Cup, and oh yeah, Halloween is in the middle of it all as well.
By the way, right?
Yeah.
Busy weekend in the Bluegrass. Some communities actually getting an early start on the trick-or-treating. In Moorhead, people will be handing out candy tonight from 6 to 8. There's also trick-or-treating tonight in Danville as well as Campton. Most cities will do trick-or-treating Saturday night on the actual day of Halloween, including Lexington. If you're not exactly sure when trick-or-treating is where you live, we have a list of times on WKYT.com.
Yeah, it's pretty cold outside this morning to kick off your weekend. It's Friday. We're finally here. And it's a cold start, but at least it's a good-looking day. Clear skies outside in the moment. And as we approach the afternoon, we'll be in the 50s. Some of us right around 60 degrees. Nonetheless, what you felt yesterday is basically what you're going to be feeling today. What I mean by that is you get into the afternoon and we'll be there in the upper 50s to around 60 degrees, pretty much where we were yesterday. So it's 30s right now. We get into the afternoon and we're holding on to 57. That's our afternoon high. Now, once we get into the afternoon with all that sunshine, it'll make it feel okay, but it's the wind. I mean, you felt it yesterday. It was anywhere from 10, 20 miles per hour, gusts even higher than that. And that's what makes it chilly outside. If we didn't have the wind, it wouldn't be all that bad. Off into the evening and night, going off to those haunted houses, I think you're looking just fine. Danville, Junction City, Lawrenceburg has one off toward Lexington. Work your way down into Richmond, Berea. You guys, it should be fun. Remember, this is one of the last weekends for most that you can get out and enjoy haunted houses before Halloween's over, before it's all over. So try to enjoy that. And also those football games are looking pretty good heading off into the night. Overnight and into tomorrow morning, back in the 30s and 40s. Then we hit the afternoon there on Saturday. So the afternoon looks good. But I cannot rule out a passing shower for the far western zones before the sun sets. As of right now, the timing on this actually puts most of it after the sun sets. So the kids going out trick-or-treating, for the most part, I would lean more toward it being dry as opposed to it being wet. That means most of us will stay dry through trick-or-treating. You know what? East, southeastern zones, you guys may not see any rain until we actually hit late in the night there on Saturday off into Sunday, because that's when the rain really overspreads the region. So much of this is late. Football game, there is a possibility, maybe even second half, of actually throwing in that chance of rain in the forecast. Just a few showers here and there. You can see that on Sunday too. Check out these pictures. Emily Jones sent that one in. Beautiful sunrise yesterday. And then this was sent in. Diana Clark sent this one in. This is from Keeneland yesterday, and I put this one on here just to show you. Everybody's getting out there. Miss Menifee, you can see Kristen Harris, nice last name by the way, and Junior Miss Menifee, you got Paige Back rather, sitting there. Facebook pics of the day. Really cool shot. I'll be out there today. Should be a fun go at it as we head throughout the Breeders' Cup. Here's the look if you are heading out there today. 57 if you're going, just any events, festivals. Still going to be on the chilly side. Just button the little ones up. They'll be just fine. Tomorrow, once again, Rebecca, it moves in, I would say around sunset for the western zones. That means a lot of us will actually be dry all day long. So we could have 2 consecutive days, today and tomorrow, of actually seeing dry weather during the daylight hours. That would be good news.
Would be the ideal situation.
Yeah,
so let's keep our fingers crossed. Each morning we bring you weather and traffic together. Here's Officer Don with a look at what's happening on the roads. Good morning.
Good morning. As we get a live look at traffic flow this morning from around the area headed toward Lexington, you can see that the interstate still looks great. So does New Circle and Man-O-War with no major problems inbound. Everything's moving as we would expect it to. Of course, you have construction going on right now on Todd's Road. They're starting that widening project or continuing that widening project. That's between, well, right now, Forest Hill over to Hayes Boulevard. And then, of course, we're also looking at the possibility, and well, definitely, we're going to see traffic later on Keeneland there at Man-O-War and Versailles Road. But for now, it's a straight shot if you're coming in from Woodford County toward Lexington. Drive times, everything is normal as of right now from Nicholasville to Lexington, dealing with average speeds there, about 13 minutes or so. Coming in from Richmond will take about 30. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, should be a good ride in. Everybody be careful out there. Buckle up and let's make it a safe one. 6:12 on WKYT this morning with a lot more news on the way on your Friday.
Burning the midnight oil, Congress avoids another government shutdown and approved a new budget deal this morning.
And what that means for the nation's economy, that's coming up in about 3 minutes or so.